Nick, and I'm here with Pierro Niel-Mee. Of course, plays Erskin Semaj in Andor. First off, that show,
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, incredible.
What has been the reception for you since that came out?
I mean, it's gone down incredibly well. I think we're all really, really proud of what season 2 was. It's been amazing to see the reception online. Yeah, I loved watching it. It was, obviously because you don't know everything that's going to happen, even if you're in it. So it was amazing to see how all of these things tie together. But the reception has been great. I think people have really responded to it amazingly and have found all of these different things in it. Yeah, it's been incredible.
As soon as I saw you in the season and see you with Mon Mothma, I
Yeah.
knew exactly who you were going to be.
Right.
Because watching Star Wars Rebels, I was like, oh, this person's going to be important. Watch this person.
Yes.
And of course, thankfully I was right.
Yeah, well spotted.
But being in the Star Wars world, were you a fan before?
Yeah, massisk fan.
Massive fan.
Yeah, huge fan. It's a big part of my life, I think, Star Wars. Like sort of everyone here,
Yeah.
I think. It was the first. I think my earliest memory was watching the original trilogy. One of my earliest memories was seeing R2-D2 and C-3PO going through the desert. And the first film I ever saw in the cinema was Phantom Menace. And then I got it on tape, I think, for my birthday when I was a kid. It must have been about 4 or 5. I watched it every day.
Did you have a favorite character growing up?
Qui-Gon Jinn. I loved Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
I cried every time I knew it was coming, still cried every time he died. Yeah, I loved Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, I think. Yeah, I loved them. Yeah, original trilogy was big for me.
What was your reaction when you found out you were going to be in Star Wars?
I still don't think it's sunk in. Meeting people. Someone just came up and gave me this amazing, basically that, but and they're like, oh, we're going to make an action figure and put it in.
Yeah.
It's like one of those moments, even 2 years after making it, and however many months after it's come out, it's you still get these moments of I still can't believe I'm actually in this world. I'm part of this community, and people sort of reaching out online, and I just feel like unbelievably lucky, very, very privileged, especially to be a part of something as important as Andor and as beautifully realised as Andor.
I mean, there's so many layers to the show.
Yeah.
And it's relevant no matter what area you're growing up in.
Yeah, or no matter what time you're in.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and it's so incredibly written, and it's just class. So to be not only involved in the Star Wars world, but in that part of it, yeah, insanely lucky.
And of course, Andor being so incredible, but also so instrumental to the ties of everything Star Wars.
Yeah.
Tying into everything that happens in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Is crazy. But to see how all those breadcrumbs are laid
Yeah.
throughout the show, leading you up to that.
I think that's one of the coolest things about being in Andor, not just for me, but for everyone in the show, that it's a story how individual stories and even the smallest stories can have an impact on the great. I mean, that's revolution. Is an ocean is a multitude of drops. It's that kind of idea that everyone has an impact on it. So to have not only been in it, but even Erskin, who doesn't have a huge amount of screen time, but has a direct impact on the outcome of the original trilogy and bringing down the Empire, this climax, which is one of the greatest climaxes in pop culture history, is wild. And Andor's so good for that, for all these individual stories having an impact. Yeah.
And I just love how all the main characters in it, every single person was instrumental. If one thing was out of place,
Yeah, totally.
everything would have fallen apart.
Yeah.
So to think that Erskin, without Erskin, the entire rebellion could have fallen apart.
I know, which is insane. Go on, Erskin. Yeah, he came in clutch. Very, very proud of him. Yeah, I've been very proud of him as a character. Just sort of seeing, because at the time, the series is so massive, and obviously you only see your part, and you don't really know how seismic an effect it is that you have, and so sort of stepping back from it and seeing, and the audience being so just so so positive about your impact. I think I feel very proud of him as a character. Yeah.
And like the intense build up with the Senate and getting Mon Mothma out, that whole
amazing episode.
Yeah, so amazing.
Yeah.
And even though I knew where Mon Mothma, were going to with Rebels and where that ended up, like it was still so intense that I was still worried.
Yeah, I know. It's all of it. The music. I love the music in that episode. And it really reminded me of the Bourne trilogy, and I thought, well, of course, it's Tony Gilroy, but it's got that like really intense espionage. Everything needs to fall into place, kind of thing to it. Yeah, it's an amazing episode. That, especially coming off the back from, Who Are You? Yeah, a crazy run of episodes.
Yeah. How much did you know going into the show about your character, or what was going to happen, or was that kind of a discovery as you went along?
It was a bit of a. I think things would kind of change as you went along, so I was prepared for things. I had a chat with Tony when I got the part about the idea for Erskin. I think after I got the part, he'd been built up a bit more actually, and his part was a little bit more. So I don't know what it was originally, but I think his part was fleshed out a bit. And then it changes, I think, through it as they're writing, as they go along. Sometimes sort of tweaking things. So it was always a bit in the air. I was hoping to be in Yavin, but it didn't quite come off. But no, I knew, from the off, all the big stuff. I think I knew what was going to happen, but I wasn't quite sure what the ending of him, looks like. But it's open-ended now.
It's open-ended. I mean, there's so many stories that can be told now that you're in that universe.
Yeah, look out for the Erskin spin-off. Yeah, it'll be big.
I'm ready for it.
Semaj. Yeah.
I mean, that has a good ring to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll make it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.